And by the way, now that I've officially got the part again, it's not too late for me to pull some strings and get you a role.
I think I'm cool with sitting this one out.
Alright, well the door's open if I'm back for Rank and File 5. Although I heard R-Truth pitch the producers on making it an office drama with him as a star, and it's under strong consideration, so we'll see. Oh, by the way, I left tickets for my real parents again. No luck, though.
Still doing that, huh?
Yep. And who knows, maybe if they're not WWE fans, then they'll see me in the movie. Can't hurt.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, before you go out for your match, you mind signing my script?
Sure. May you always have a happy Ranksgiving.
See? It is catching on. Haha.
Busy night for you, huh? I mean, if I were defending my title against an opponent like me, I might be just a little more focused on my match.
Don't worry. I'm more than capable of helping a friend out and beating you in the same night.
Well, while you've been off auditioning for movies and getting in fights with your old high school bully, I've been training for our match. You see, it's become a bit personal for me. You might even say I feel disrespected by your attitude. It's like everything's easy for you, huh? You show up in WWE and just waltz your way to the top? Well, that makes me angry.
Didn't you do the exact same thing?
Not even close.
You're right. It's not the same. Because I didn't have a famous dad to help me get here. I've earned everything I have.
There it is again. Disrespect. And speaking of that, beating me is not even on your list as far as I can tell.
I only put my goals on there, not things I expect to do.
Fair enough. Well, after tonight, you'll have a new goal to put on your list. Take back the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair.
Is scheduled for here comes the Queen. Already a legend. We've heard coming into this match that Charlotte has felt disrespected by Red, especially considering Red did not put beating Charlotte on her list.
Well, the list has proven to be a great motivational tool for Red and Trey, but now we've seen its potential downside. It's provoked Red's opponent tonight, who's already imposing enough without extra motivation.
It's kind of similar to bulletin board material in sports when a player talks trash and provides some extra incentive for their opponent.
What would you know about that? Anyway, some of those points are good, but the time for talk is over. Let's find out who can back it up.
Charlotte Flair is one of the most accomplished superstars on the entire WWE roster, male or female. She's a multi-time champion, and I can't imagine going head-to-head with her and not being intimidated.
Charlotte Flair's as cool as they come, but just like her father, the longer the match goes, the more visibly frustrated she can get. When you're emotionally desperate, it can lead you to make a dire mistake. Charlotte's opponent will be wise to play it cool and act on any potential mistake, but be cautious. You don't want to get on Charlotte's bad side with no exit strategy.
Many can move like that. She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She's taken command of the situation.
Charlotte sure dodged that one. She did indeed. No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Power bomb. Hey, Byron, just like you, bankrupt.
Oh, no.
And now it's Charlotte getting pushed to the limit.
She needs to turn the tide here.
Phoenix splash. And here we go now. Elbow drop. Oh, an elbow drop. Clothesline.
Off with their head.
Forearm right across the back of the neck. There she goes. To the outside, which will start the referee's count. Bringing it back into the ring. Charlotte with a nice reversal. Look at a backpack stunner. For the championship. Plenty of fight left.
And the match continues.
Double axe handle smash. Once again, this match is about the women's title. Backslide driver.
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me. She's still in this one. Charlotte with a fantastic counterattack.
That's why she's the queen. The champ getting put on the back foot here.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
What a counter.
On a big uppercut. Defenseless in the corner now. And again, yet another counter. Boom! Backdrop suplex.
On a high angle, right across the shoulders.
These competitors have been
I think the crowd knows what we're about to see.
It'll destroy your face. Another one bites the dust to the champ.
Nobody does it better, Michael.
retains the title.
This is where we can see where Charlotte fell short of her legacy.
Here is your winner and still the Raw Women's Champion, Princess Diana.
Sending a message to the entire...
Hey, thanks for the assist out there. And by the way, now that I've officially got the party... Can you believe they're all the way up to rank and file 7 now?
No, I can't. I thought they would have stopped making them after your performance.
Wow. Didn't realize this was a roast.
No, it's just that you definitely had some interesting priorities earlier in your career. First, it was the movie. Then you were obsessed with getting your own action figure.
It was on the list since day one.
Yeah, which made you super jealous when I got one before you did. Remember this? Are you still a little bit jealous?
No.
Are you sure?
I think you're exaggerating how I reacted.
Really? Because that's not how I remember it. Check it out! My first action figure! Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. They really nailed the detail in your face.
You didn't even really look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about action figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Literally no one says that. Wait, are you jealous because you don't have one yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, look, I get it. This was more your thing, but it's just an action figure.
It's more than that to me. Think of how you felt when I won a title in WWE before you did. It's like that, but 10 times worse.
Comparing titles to action figures might be a little extreme. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll wait and let you cross it off our list whenever you get one.
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he didn't get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I heard you freaking jerks, and if I had an action figure of my own, I would team up with Red's action figure to kick your action figure stupid plastic butts.
Or even better, how about we take them down in real life?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 190 pounds.
The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
And if you think this is insane, just wait until this thing kicks into high gear.
And
WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
Well, from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never. Never ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
Uh-oh! Running senton!
Stomping. Ouch.
Soul kick. He is efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
He's gaining the upper hand here.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Just power out. Lightning fast reflexes.
And what a reversal from Rusev. Scoop slam. Devastating kick. In tandem, in stereo. Rusev competing here tonight. The super athlete is looking as fast and strong as ever. Defeating Rusev is a tall order. So how can his opponent do it? Corey, I'll start with you.
Well, firstly, I wouldn't pick a fight with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's just foolish. Secondly, this hurts to say, Rusev's been distracted by his own allies, namely Lana and Aiden English.
Oh, man, what a shining wizard.
She's looking a bit out of it here. Going back to our discussion on strategy against Rusev, Corey mentioned that Rusev's friends derailed the Bulgarian Brute in the past. Do you agree, Byron?
Oh, yeah, Michael. Lana proved to be a distraction when Rusev competed against the likes of Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. And Aiden English's theatrics have sometimes detracted from the task at hand, too.
Elbow smash.
Whoa, Lana able to avoid damage. Oh, wow.
Frankensteiner.
Nice.
Hey, Byron, just like you, bankrupt.
Oh, no. Oh, look at this power. Boom.
Lana's fading now.
So agile.
Oh, wrist lock up to the top rope. Hurricane Rana.
It's Lana with the offense.
Very competitive tag team match. What's he got in mind? Oh, what a DDT. Wow.
Ooh, what a jawbreaker. Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Oh, trying to sneak one. And Lana powers out.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts. Whoa, Lana able to avoid damage.
Uh-oh. And look at this. Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God. Lana is not looking so great here, guys. Man, and this mixed tag's over. What a win.
Here are your winners.
Guys, that was a big win for him right there.
I don't care how many wins you have, whenever your hand is raised in victory, a certain level of excitement washes over you.
The arena is still buzzing over that great match.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that, you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a bow, Mickie, you deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts,
The Iconics.
We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is a part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law, one of my favourites. Now, law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickie's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match. And I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win, you end my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickie with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so, they violated Law 3.
Red and Mickie are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match. This is a non-title match with the stipulation that Red and Mickie can defeat the Iconics. They earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickie are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics.
Look, no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickie James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner. As in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions.
Backslide driver.
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
Not looking good right now. She scores big with the counter. Tagged in.
Double axe handle smash.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
She's fighting hard and reaping the rewards. Stuck in the corner, teeing off.
Rough landing.
Big cover from Billy Kay. Mickie James with an easy kick out.
That would have been a shocker.
know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, you can hear an audible groan from the crowd.
I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself.
Neckbreaker! Drop kick to the spine.
Ooh, well measured. And face first, flapjack.
Mickie James seizing the moment that time.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Changes her fortune there.
Tagged in.
When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self-confidence, but to call herself iconic? I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Trish Stratus and Mae Young.
Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period.
There's a tag. Opponent off the ropes.
Oh, man, spine-crushing impact.
Insulting. Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there.
Backslide driver.
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
Neckbreaker.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Winkle, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Hoping to make a tag here.
And it sounds like there are a lot of people here tonight hoping for the exact same thing.
Looks like she's gonna make it, Corey.
Yeah, but looks can be deceiving, Cole. You know that.
Finds a way to reverse. Look at this. Snap suplex.
Billy Kay showing such creativity. Oh, what a crash.
I want to take a moment to thank...
Uh-oh, we know what's next.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God. We might just be seconds away from the end. Nobody. A win like that says a lot about a duo.
Here are your winners, Princess Diana and Mickie James.
That was a big pinfall victory right there.
These women make an almost unstoppable pairing, Michael.
What an effort we saw here. Truly a great match.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match.
Which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or Willy Willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Multi-time champion Mickie James.
Matchups like these are why I love tag team wrestling.
You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian rules tag team championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
That's all true, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Red has added women's tag team championships with Mickie James to her list. And she has a very successful track record when it comes to achieving her goals.
Oh, knife edge chop. Look at this.
Mickie James was able to get out of there.
Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana.
Oh, man, what a driver. And another reversal.
Seems like a rivalry began, Michael.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure. A striking blow.
Swinging neck breaker connects.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
To the outside.
Russian leg sweep.
Challenger's a little worse for wear now. Back between the ropes.
Powerbomb.
Boom.
Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
Boom, boom, persistent barrage.
Watch out.
German suplex.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Hurricanrana.
Unbelievable athleticism. That is a great reversal.
Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal. Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
That's twice now, Byron.
Yeah, she really knows how to handle that, huh?
For the championship! Looks like she has other plans here, Byron.
I'm sure they're not going to be pleasant.
Hey, Byron, just like you, bankrupt!
Oh, no.
That's gotta be it. And she kicks out at 2.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
And a suplex.
Harsh impact.
Belly to back suplex.
Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there. Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy.
And now she gets her for a second time.
Third time's a charm, Cole. Remember that as this match goes on.
Oh, what a sliding clothesline.
From behind.
Drop cover by the challenger. Not enough to end this one.
She saw the opening and got the shoulder up.
Gonna see a new champ. This is not good. I don't think Billie Kay knows her.
Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. Probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K25?
I do. But hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane. Mickie went on to defeat Kairi Sane, giving her 2 championships and continuing her incredible winning streak to avoid retirement. I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see two ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickie were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickie would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number two, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickie exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickie, I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title, and I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best, and I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all of that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest
You know, when you think headline, a pay-per-view, who do you think of?
This woman right here.
Mickie James! Months ago, Red essentially resuscitated her idol Mickie James' career. Tonight, after issuing her an open and honest challenge, she may now cause it to come to a sudden conclusion.
If you ask me, Red's being extremely selfish. She's prioritizing the list and her individual goals ahead of her tag team championship and her supposed friend's career.
You may feel that way, but from all accounts, Mickie James was completely fine with how Red approached her regarding this match. She even said if she was going to lose her title and her career, she'd want it to be to Red.
Well, I, for one, will never understand that.
Ouch!
Hurricanrana!
To the outside, which will start the referee's count. Down with a power bomb.
2, 3.
Bringing it back into the ring. Eludes the attack. Uh-oh. And a suplex.
Mickie James seizing the moment that time. She ducks out of the way there.
Elbow smash. Oh, windmill kick. She's looking a bit out of it here. Hurricanrana. Oh, look at this power. The hit's adding up a little on the champ.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Uh-oh. Mickie James was able to get out of there.
Elbow drop.
Piercing. Devastating elbow. Wow, she turned that one around.
And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Steiner.
Nice.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Incredible agility.
Spiked into the ring apron.
Hey, Byron, just like you, bankrupt!
Oh, no.
The effects of this match are showing on the champ.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She continues to press forward.
Mickie James was able to get out of there. Well-scouted reversal there.
Whoa, it's another reversal. Oh, clothesline!
All measured up.
Ah, drop kick to the spine. Enziguri.
Amazing reflexes on display.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
And again, this is for the women's title. Nice calf kick, great elevation. Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick.
Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championship and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
And no matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed. Thank you, Mickie.
And that's how I won my first SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
That totally sucked the air out of the room.
That's why I wanted to skip over that part of the story.
I'll distract him with the visual aid. With everything we'd accomplished, we were really starting to cement our legacies, especially in our hometown where we'd always been overshadowed by a certain individual, until this happened. That is a beautiful sign, don't you think?
I agree. I would never throw rocks at a sign like that.
Even though we were gaining respect and recognition, I still felt like I had a lot more to prove than Red. She had won championships everywhere we went, and I only had my Universal title win over Samoa Joe that was mostly considered a fluke. Sure, I started a movie, but that sort of thing didn't hold the same weight. So I sought out the advice from someone who was a visionary in this business. A man who had been the guiding force behind the careers of countless legendary superstars.